Want to turn your hobby into a full-time income? You've come to the right place. I'm Stanley Kvitko, founder of Cracked Screens, and I've been selling on eBay for over 13 years. I've always been a lifelong entrepreneur. In second grade, I was fascinated by superheroes and sold a drawing that I made. In third grade, I learned origami and sold a paper crane that I made in class. And in middle school, I sold candy until the school administration made me stop. In 2012, I decided to sell my old Pokemon card collection on eBay. My mom helped me to create an account, and I did the rest. I took good photos, wrote a catchy title with a detailed description, and listed my first item on eBay. These early experiences taught me the basics of entrepreneurship and selling online. And in 2013, I started my company, Cracked Screens, repairing cell phones in my community. I saw a need for a high-quality local parts supplier and quickly transitioned to becoming a wholesale distributor of cell phone parts and accessories. I would sell to repair shops directly and through my own website, and use eBay to serve do-it-yourself fixers. With the help of eBay, I was able to grow my business from zero to over $2.5 million in annual sales by 2021. Today, I'd like to share 5 tips that have helped me grow my business and can help you succeed on eBay too. And I know many of you are juggling full-time jobs, families, or other obligations. Throughout most of my journey, I was a full-time student and had to balance my obligations, such as work, education, and sports, and my desires, like social time with friends and family. That's why the following tips and tricks are designed to be manageable alongside any of those commitments. Now, let's get right into the good stuff. My first tip is to start small. Starting small is about using what you already have. The best way to get started on eBay is by selling items you already own and no longer need. You can start with anything lying around your home: old books, used electronics, even vintage clothes. Treat eBay as your online garage sale platform with international reach. Instead of limiting yourself to local buyers, selling on eBay allows you to reach buyers anywhere in the world, even showcasing your listings in Google search, not just the eBay marketplace. This is an excellent way to learn the basics of online selling to see if e-commerce is right for you without requiring any significant investment. It's super low risk and can yield surprising rewards. For me, it was my old Pokemon collection. After selling that, I was hooked. I started asking my parents for anything around the house that I could list. And this brings me to my next tip: research. eBay has an amazing research tool for sellers called Product Research. With a simple keyword search, you can see what kind of items are popular, which sellers sell more than others, the average selling price, and much more. To use Product Research, go to your Seller Hub, click Research, and enter your keywords to get started. It's that simple. I also suggest using the consumer-facing side of eBay to search for what you're interested in and filter for completed and sold items. This will allow you to see not just what sellers have listed, but you can see what buyers are buying right now and for what prices. Look into your categories of interest. I like electronic gadgets, but you might like books, collectibles, gardening, apparel. It can be anything. There are so many categories on eBay. An extra tip is to focus on items that are truly worthwhile. When I was doing my research, I found that although screen protectors had a larger quantity sold than screen replacements, the prices set by the leading competitors were too low for me to compete with. So I focused on the screen replacements instead, because the higher prices allowed for better profit margins. Of course, I wasn't the only one who had that idea. There were plenty of sellers offering screen replacements, so I had to set myself apart through differentiation. Differentiation is the idea that you don't need to be the only seller of an item to be successful, but you do need to be different. If 2 listings are precisely the same, those sellers are leaving it up to chance. And there are plenty of ways to make your listing stand out. eBay offers the option to pay for a bold title, larger image, and subtitles. But there are plenty of free methods that you can use too. Think of higher quality or larger quantities of photos, more detailed descriptions and item specifications, higher quality products, bundles, and more. In my category, there were many people selling screen replacements on their own, but I understood that the people shopping on eBay for screen replacements are more likely to be do-it-yourself fixers than professional repair shops. Understanding your target audience is crucial. So to make my product more attractive to those buyers and stand out above the competition, I created a DIY repair kit bundle that included the screen, toolkit, waterproofing gasket, and screen protector all in one. This simple change allowed us to beat the competition and become one of the top sellers in our category. And with more sales comes more work, which will require you to manage your time. In order to manage your time effectively, you need to set priorities and rank them by importance. For me, my health and education came first, my work came second, and my hobbies and social life came last. But your priorities may differ, so think about what's important to you and rank them according to your values. When it comes to managing your time in relation to running your own business, I suggest you look into what's called the Eisenhower Matrix. It's a task management tool that helps you organize and prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. Urgent and important may seem similar, but distinguishing the differences is crucial. For me, a long to-do list can get overwhelming, but using the principles behind the Eisenhower Matrix has made me more productive and less burnt out. As many of you know, running a business is a balancing act. Once you've identified your priorities and what's important, you can start to manage your time. For example, in my business, the urgent tasks like shipping orders and replying to customer messages are handled during the day, while important but non-urgent tasks like creating new listings, adjusting our prices, or syncing inventory is put off for the evening. Prioritize activities that directly drive sales and boost customer satisfaction. The administrative work can wait. Don't let it consume you. Now, this advice comes from my own experience, but along your seller journey, you'll learn a lot and change things as you grow, which brings me to my final tip. Learn and improve. You've taken time out of your busy week to listen to sellers share their tips for success, and that's already a significant step forward. Whether you're balancing a full-time job, classes, or family responsibilities, you're investing in your growth, and that's commendable. But there's always room to grow. Here's how you can keep improving. First, follow market trends. Use tools like Google Trends or social media platforms or industry newsletters to stay updated on what's hot. This will help you anticipate customer needs and adjust your offerings accordingly. Analyze your sales data. Your eBay Seller Hub provides valuable insights into your sales. Use this data to identify patterns, track performance, and make informed decisions that can boost your business. Seek feedback. Don't hesitate to ask your customers directly for feedback. A response from an unhappy buyer allows you to remedy the situation before they leave feedback on your profile. And it's a chance to enhance your product, listing, or processes. I also suggest you study your competitors' feedback, specifically the negative reviews, to find opportunities for differentiation. Find out what your target customers are unhappy with and try to solve the problem with your offering. And lastly, experiment. Don't be afraid to try new strategies, whether it's running a markdown promotion, launching an ad campaign, or bundling products. Experimentation is key to discovering what works best for your business. Keep what works and learn from what doesn't. I am constantly adjusting my promotions and editing my listing based on the questions and feedback we get from customers. And I've learned far more from running my business than I ever did in 4 years of business school, proving to me that you don't need a formal business education to succeed on eBay. It's all about learning from experience, embracing failures as lessons, and continuously improving. That is how you grow. To recap, if you want to turn your hobby into a full-time income, start small, research, differentiate, manage your time, and continue to learn and improve. And if I could give you just one piece of advice to act on right now, it's this: start small. This is practical advice even for sellers who have been doing it for a long time. Use this advice for your experiments. Start small, see what works, and learn from what doesn't. For new sellers, look around your home and find something you no longer need. List it on eBay and take that first step. Even if your selling journey ends there, you've decluttered your space and gained valuable experience. But if you're like me, it might just be the beginning of something much bigger, a business that could change your life. So start today and see where your journey takes you. If you're in the industry or interested in learning more about my company, I encourage you to browse our website at crackedscreensparts.com, follow us on social media at Cracked Screens or Cracked Screens Parts, or connect with me personally on LinkedIn. Thank you all for your time today. I'm looking forward to connecting with you during the live Q&A sessions.